uh, having if people are coming to a country with antithetical views, I am against that. I'm against that. I'm against I'm against rape and murder. I'm against the imposition of rules and laws that are contrary to what we've come to accept in the West. And I think it's a crying shame that the sort of traditional media, like you, don't recognize this.
Why in the order of, London's such a dangerous place? How can you know there are sort of grooming gangs everywhere, there's violence everywhere? This is a picture that people get from things that you post or that are posted on X. And for example, you're posting for, what was it, 48 hours of citizen vigilantes. That film which, praised the dystopian, I watched it.
Yeah.
It was
it's
not
what's
fun.
going on in Europe.
Not a very good movie.
There's a lot of
But
crazy
it also
stuff
paints
going on in
a
Europe.
dystopian picture of
I
Europe.
agree, it's not that great a movie, but it shows a lot of what's really going on.
And
by the way, my friend Costas Mandylor does a great job in that movie. He plays the
I
cop
think
in it.
it's a movie, and it's worth watching.
I agree.
People say that you're a racist. What is the motivation for doing
He's
that?
not. I can tell you, he employs a lot of people
and
that are black
I have 4 children with her.
Not white. Tons of them. I can tell you from first hand
One of them was named after a famous Indian physicist.
Mr. Musk is not
so
racist.
I would say I'm not racist.
Trust me.
And
Mr. Musk is throwing some truth bombs here. And the lady interviewing him, the dumb bitch, is completely delusional. I was in London with my family and my young son, who was about 3 years old at the time. That was only a few years back. And it was like being in a third world country. I'm not kidding you. It looked nothing like the England, like the London that I used to visit as a teenage boy with my friends when we would go all over Europe backpacking. I immediately, as I got off the train in the station at, I think it was called Piccadilly Circus, I could feel that people were watching us. And there was a bunch of young guys that were standing around. And they were immediately zoning in on the luggage that we were carrying. I felt a complete sense of unease right away and knew that they were scoping us out, so to say. And it was not just in the station, outside of the station too. There was many groups of 3, 5 and more that were just young men, military age young men that were just hanging out, and they were looking to see which tourists that came off the trains that they could rip off. So pretty much everywhere where we were walking about in London, you had groups of people like that were just hanging about, looking for opportunities to rip off tourists that had just arrived in England. I also saw lots of women that were dressed up in burqas, looking like ninjas out of some terrible 80s ninja movie, and the feather ones that were dressed the same in those black clad burqas. They looked like the black Teletubbies. It was quite surreal to see the England that I used to visit as a teenager transformed like this into a third world country. And all over Europe this stuff is going on. All over European Western nations you have the same problems. Politicians are the ones that let this happen. It's all planned, and the retarded paid for mainstream media, they are lying to you, just like this woman here in the video interviewing Elon Musk. What you see on the streets is real. It's not what these people are telling you it is. people are getting mugged left and right and hurt by savages that have been brought into Western nations. It's the young people that need to take back their culture and their countries. It's up to you, not the politicians that failed you. And they are the ones that let your countries be invaded by the uncivilized hordes that are destroying it. The culture and the civilized world that your fathers died for and grandfathers died for some of us. You want to live in a safe and trustworthy society. That's not racist, that's called common sense. Who doesn't want to live in a safe city where animals with machetes are not trying to mug you or cut your head off? The Western world has been erased and lost to the geopolitical games that the corrupt politicians are playing, that are lying to you. It's quite simple, really. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to understand. And don't bring people into your countries that are not capable of assimilating and integrating into Western civilized societies. It's really time for the West collectively to come together and fight this, to save their countries, but also the future of their children and grandchildren. Throwing away your own civilization to appeal to people that are crazy is the wrong way to go about, and it will destroy a great culture that will not be able to survive this way. It's not sustainable. Other than that, rest in peace, Henry Nowak and all the other people that have been killed, harassed, mugged, robbed by these animals that they have brought in to Western nations. And don't let the politicians decide your own demise. You have to decide for yourself what to do about this.